Hello and welcome to the Chilled Cardano podcast. I'm Eric, and that is Mike over there.
A good day to you, sirs and ladies.
So it's 5 p.m. here on the East Coast, which means I can check my if I got a Baked Nation plot. So I got to do that before we do anything else. So let's check that out.
You got it, guys. This is the NFT episode. If you don't like NFTs, you're not gonna have a good time with this one. We're going deep.
We're going all the way.
Snoop Dogg Spaces was this last week, and it was a good time. Was it the top of the market? Perhaps. Was it fun? Yes, it was also fun.
He's got to buy the.
Oh, Eric.
I got one.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
You got a Sonic Village and a Bake Nation. That is huge, guys. Might not be doing the podcast because I'm going to be rich.
And guys, just so you know, that is the most excitement I've ever seen out of my brother, Eric. Known him for a long time. And that's about all you're going to get.
Don't
there,
show
folks.
a lot of emotion, guys.
It's about as good as it gets.
Even that I had to pump up a little bit. Mike, you want to go? Let's see if you got one.
Yeah, I'm scared.
I mean, the odds are you're not going to get one if I got one.
Well, fuck you, man. Here, wait, go. Ooh. God damn it. You know what? Podcast over. This is ridiculous.
Sorry, buddy.
Wow. Well, I mean, we could always live on the same land, right? I could be a part of your Baked Nation.
I mean, of course. I'm going to charge rent. It's not free, but...
This is bullshit.
Maybe we'll make a chilled Cardano plot.
Ooh, I'm listening.
We'll see.
That is awesome, though. I will be buying one tomorrow.
Yeah,
regardless.
Nation, if you guys don't know, is part of the Claynation Metaverse, and it's going to be basically you can like build on a plot, and certain people did this raffle. If you had a Claynation character or NFT, you had like a 1 in 10 chance or something of getting a Bake Nation plot. You don't really get it. You still have to pay like 125 ADA for it, but I'm sure it'll skyrocket in price once it's like released.
Well, also you get music from Snoop Dogg as well that you can remix, and I mean we'll probably use it for the show.
Oh yeah, free music? You kidding me?
Copyright free music? You must be out of your mind.
Let's see. And then there's also Sonic Village, I think. Don't you get that one for free or something? Or do you have to pay for that?
Sonic Village is for Claynation. And then the Good Charlotte one is the Underworld.
I guess we should both mention that since the last episode, we both bought a Claymate.
Guys, so we've gone down the rabbit hole.
Yes,
basically every major. I don't know if you can tell by Eric's wallpaper, but he may or may have not bought some Yummi Universe Narus.
Yeah, so I guess we'll talk about why that is, and that's because of this right here. Cardano just kind of took a big old dump this week, and I mean, so did everything else, I guess. Bitcoin, the legacy markets as well, as some people call them. Kind of a rough week, but we're still kind of in the same range, I say. I think. Um, Waiting to break out of like this 130 or 120 to 80 cent range. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna stay above $1 or what's gonna happen there. I personally like don't really care anymore. Um, 'cause I'm just gonna be like in ADA forever, so the current price doesn't really matter. Um, it would be a lot better if it was like going to $3, but at the same time, if we're gonna get into NFTs, like the cheaper ADA is, I mean, the more,
Better.
yeah, the better for the NFT world, because people aren't gonna want to pay 3,000 ADA if ADA is worth $3. But anyway, I just wanted to go over the market real quick and just any thoughts on that, Mike?
Yeah, I totally agree with you. It seems like we're kind of in this channel, right? And I think we're probably going to be here for the foreseeable future. So it's like one of those things where you got to ask yourself, like, might as well like start integrating yourself into the universe of Cardano. And like, if you really truly believe in this space, like, start buying things that you enjoy and start investing yourself and your time in these communities. Like, there's so much cool shit happening right now. And it's kind of one of those things, like, the more you get into the minutia of it, like the small little tidbits of the community, and like acquiring assets like NFTs, and like learning about the dexes, like by the time this whole market starts to pump again, you'll like have so much like collateral from everywhere that like your portfolio is gonna like 10x, like 20x. It's like, who knows, you know? And that's just for
Yeah,
starters. So it's like Eric said, I've also been in the same place where it's like, it was really cool seeing it at $1.17, nothing we haven't seen before. And then when it went back down, I was like, that sucks. But it's like, I'm so busy like learning about these new NFT communities and like their tokenomics, and like starting to like research these products on Twitter and like the developers, and starting to read their tweets and what they're brainstorming for the future. It's very exciting and it's very cool. Like, the whole Claynation thing is badass.
yeah,
Uh you got the Yummi thing, Yummi Universe. They're making a video game. That's fucking sweet. Um there's Disco Solaris. They're doing like a whole like neopunk cyberpunk like storytelling RPG thing, which I think is gonna be badass. Uh, and there's just like all this cool shit happening at the same time. You're getting decentralized finance going. We're still waiting for Liquid to open Maladex. So it's like, um, by the time you look up and realize like, oh, the price is this, it's just like whatever. Like, I have so much other shit to worry about. Like
yeah,
you kind of forget, like, because this is what's cool about this shit. It's like with Bitcoin, you hold it and you don't really do anything with it. With like Cardano and all these applications, like, I feel like it's like the S&P Infinity, where it's like the S&P 5000 is like all these really awesome companies and corporations that are doing shit. You put your money in there. But with this, you're basically investing in like new small businesses. And each of them
yeah,
like does different things, where it's like the NFT community is basically like, you're starting to see it with Claynation, where it's like they're investing in talent with like Snoop Dogg and his son. And then like they have these really awesome 3D artists coming on to make your clay made 3D. And then you're starting to see open source really take hold here. Like, you're starting to see people using their 3D animated claymate to like start doing dances, and that creates memes, and people like it and retweet it, and it just makes it more famous. And by
yeah,
allowing people to take like uh the rights to that shit, right? Like, people can make video games with claymates now, and it like the possibilities are endless. And it's like, how do you beat that, right?
yeah,
Like, once that gets going and you have this community of people that are so fucking passionate about the project that they start doing their own thing, but because it has that branding, it lifts up the whole community, and you're getting it
yeah.
from all over the world. So it's just like, it's nuts just to like even try to keep up with. Like Eric and me have been like, I mean, sharing and retweeting new projects and stuff, and we're like, dude, like there's so much cool shit happening. Like, how do we keep up with it? And
Yeah.
that's kind of where we're at right now. So it's like if the market just wants to chill here for a while, I'm good with that because I got a lot of work to do. So
Yeah. Uh so just to get a little bit into the NFT stuff. This is a nice little I don't know if you saw this, the Jpeg Store, which is where I like to buy NFTs. I think you do as well, since you're the one that told me about it. They reduced their fees 50 to
that's awesome.
70%. So sometimes if you would like list one of your NFTs, it would be like 2 or 3 ADA. And sometimes it's like it can add up if you're like, and then if you want to change the price, you have to pay another fee. So now it's like half an ADA to do anything. So that's pretty sweet. Makes it a
So
lot
also, can you do multiple
more.
transactions at the same time?
It does say that. Let's see. I guess I'll just read the whole thing. We have optimized our smart contract fees. This means that buying, updating, and delisting on all new listings will now cost 50 to 70% less. Additionally, you can now make multiple transactions at once with far less issues via UTXO fragmentation. This update will save you a lot in the long run. Trading non-blue chip NFTs is now much more feasible. UTXO fragmentation also means we've mostly eliminated whale alert. The whale alert. You should be able to transact with significantly more NFTs in your wallet now. This should improve our marketplace experience drastically. So yeah, that
That's
is
badass.
pretty sweet.
Man, everyone just keeps building and making everything better and better and iterating on like a daily, weekly basis. I mean, I was on Twitter and some random user was just like, "Hey, Jpeg Store, can you fix like the search feature?" Right? So like, because they were looking up Claynation and like they typed in Clay and it showed up a bunch of random shit. Like, can you make it like go to like the most famous project under that name? And
Yeah.
within like an hour, they had updated their website to make it work. It's just like, imagine like trying to tweet out to Google and being like, "Hey, Google, can you fix this in your search function?" They'd be like, "Get
Yeah.
fucked." As my phone goes off. Oops.
They're like, don't talk crap about us. Yeah, so that is exciting. We also went pretty deep in the Yummi Universe gang and game. So a little bit about my story, Mike, with these Narus. So I basically saw them when I was looking through NFTs, and they're always at like the top volume wise. And I just thought they were like pretty cool looking. And so it made me want one, which is a really dumb reason. And so I ended up buying one, like one of the cheapest ones. I didn't really know anything about it. And then I started like researching it after I bought one. And I was like, I realized that they're doing staking, and like the more you have, the more like, I don't know, staking points, I guess, you get, and they're gonna have their own token. And you're gonna earn Yummi is the name of the token for like any of the staking you do. So like they even have this really cool website where you can look up your Naru, or they have other NFTs you can look up as well, but it'll tell you how much Yummi you'll make a month. So I saw that and I was like, wow,
I
that's
think
really
that one's a good
cool.
one, Eric.
This guy right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on a limb.
Yeah, I would say it is. So when I learned that, um, I bought. I ended up buying another one that was pretty cheap, um, and had decent like returns. And then, like a day later, I was like, you know what? I just want like a really freaking good one. And so this is what I do now. Now that I'm an NFT nerd, I was
Give us
like,
some
let me
alpha,
go.
Eric.
Yeah,
Show us the way.
I'm blowing minds right now.
You're
So
blowing
I'm
my
like,
mind. I've never done this.
so
This
this
is what
is
I'm saying.
CNF.
There's too much to fucking learn. It's just like
Yeah,
that's why you
I
gotta
didn't
have a
even know what this
community of
was a week
people.
ago. So
Exactly.
Cnft.tools is where it's like part of cnft.io, but it's where you can look up like rarity charts for your NFTs.
That's
So
pretty
I went
sick.
there and they have like really awesome filtering. So you could sort it by rarity and then just on sale. And so I was like, let me go through these, see which one, like this one. It's like 115th. Oh, wait. No, that's more than I thought. But I was like, which ones are like, I don't know, around,
Undervalued.
yeah, around like 1,000 ADA. And so I went through and I found one that was like top 500 or something.
You see,
And
Eric,
then
you see all those years of playing Madden and like drafting guys, you thought that went to waste, but in reality, it's getting
I was
ready.
like,
It was getting you ready for Yummi Universe.
it's like finding a wide receiver with like 99 potential, but that's like 18 years old. You're like, I gotta buy him.
Exactly. Exactly. You're
And
like,
then,
whoa.
like, let's say this guy, he's pretty good. So I was like, all right, he's pretty
Our faces
rare.
are in the way of BTW of that chart, whatever that was.
Oh, really? You can't see it?
No, that's where we're at, you and me. Unless that's just for me.
It might
I
just
might
be
be.
for you, but I'll just do it anyway. Um,
So
so
that
this guy,
guy's worth more than he's being
well, it
sold
depends.
for.
It depends on like how you value it, but let's see. His trait floor for this okay face. Okay, so I shouldn't just jump over that, I guess. But if you look up, like, you know how it has the traits right here and different percentages,
Okay.
look at this tab that's like trait floors. This is like the cheapest you can get those traits for. So this one's going for 1,500, but it's really
With more.
comparable to like 2,000 ADA, so, or 1950. But anyway, I looked at, okay, how much staking would it get me? Because that's really what I want to do. I don't really want to resell it right now. And so the one I got was like worth a ton of staking. And so yeah, that was my journey into the Yummi universe.
So what else is
Now I
going
have
on in
three.
this place? So that's the staking. How does staking work?
So they're gonna.
Like, do you just need to keep it in your wallet and then go to a website, connect your hot wallet, or how's it
So
work?
I think they're gonna have a website. It's not live yet, but you basically have to like lock it on the website, and it won't be
So
in your
kind of like
wallet.
what Eternal Wallet's doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you lock it in there for 30 days, I think, and then you get these Yummi tokens depending on how much it's worth. And then these Yummi tokens are going to be used in their game that they're making. So like if you ever want to buy anything in the game, you spend the Yummi tokens. So that's kind of the incentive for that. And
Do we have
then
a date on the game?
There's a roadmap somewhere. There it is. So the game is phase 2. Let's see.
So it's going to
Really?
be cards, card artwork, packing.
It's kind of like Pokemon, I guess. Like each
Or
character.
Hearthstone.
Uh,
If anybody's
I
out
think
there
they
played
compare it to
Hearthstone.
Pokemon in their description. Pokemon, Digimon.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a
Well, I'm
card
screwed.
game, but
I've never played Pokemon. Have you?
I don't even know if I'll play the game. Like I don't really play games like that, but
What if you can make $1,000 a day playing the game? You're gonna play it, right?
I'd probably
Probably.
play it in that case.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at those kinds of games, but if I would play it if it was fun. Like a lot of these games just aren't that fun. Like,
Well, that's the thing, right? Like, cause but if like they fucking hit on it, like, and this thing becomes fucking awesome,
yeah,
like mainstream cool video game, regardless of like it's a blockchain game or like that's kind of what you're in for because like as far as I'm concerned, like like I'm looking for shit to be interested in. And
mhm,
like with this, it's like gotten me all the way. Like you click on it, like you're reading the the date, like the introduction to it. You're like, this is interesting. Then you go to the other
yeah,
page and you're like, oh, all this rarity shit, like that means something. It's important, right? And like 2-3 hours later, you're like, holy shit, like I've just spent that time studying about this. Like tell me people aren't gonna play that. You know what I mean? It's just like
yeah.
it's already fun. Like they
That's true.
this has a lot of potential. I think like if the game's half as cool as like everything else so far, like the staking mechanism to it, it's just like I'm down. Like I'm in, man. Let's go on this roadmap. Let's go on this journey together.
Yeah,
And that shit tends to be the shit that does the best.
I think
You
it's a
know?
good. Like, it's not that hard to make a game like that, and if you make it fun and like cool looking, like I think it's pretty easy to get people to play it. Um, like I like that they're not trying to do like some crazy, like trying to tackle too much or something, like a
Yeah, it
first
seems
person shooter or
reasonable.
something,
Yeah, right. Like this is gonna be like better than what's that game called that everyone plays?
Call of Duty.
Sure. Like that.
The kids play.
Fortnite.
Yeah.
It's like you're not gonna beat Fortnite. You know what I mean? Like that's a team of like thousands of people with billions of dollars. Like
You have to set the bar
just
like
yes,
low.
like you have to build up to that. Don't tell me out of the gate this is gonna be a 3D sci-fi RPG with that's like right up there with Call of Duty. It's like it ain't happening. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like if somebody were to tell me that bullshit in the description, I'd be like, I'm not interested. Like because no one can pull that off. Not yet. Like
Yeah, that's how I am too. I'm just like, don't promise me the world because I don't believe
yes,
you.
right. But a card
um
game is doable. I think it's like not out of this realm.
and the fact that they made this, it's like a simple site, but it's like very fun to use, like
Yeah,
like
100%. I'm like, I need to after this podcast is over, go check this website out.
yeah.
Find some rare
I'll put it
ones.
in the description thing so people can look at it too.
Nice.
um so yeah, that was a lot of my week last week. Probably should have been doing other things, but that's what I did. uh I think you got some as well, Mike. Is that right? You got one?
Yeah, I got a couple. I'm in, Eric. I've been looking
We're
at this
in.
project for a while too, like for a couple months. And I was like, every time I looked at it, I was like, damn, that's expensive. But I kind of wanted one because
Yeah.
they're cute and they're fun and like, I don't know. And this is before I even realized it was a game and they were staking. And then
of
like
course
the last
the
time,
price
like
keeps
this
going
week,
up like
yeah,
when you want it. And it's like,
yeah. So it's
damn
like,
it.
well, the next time I say fuck it, it's too expensive, and I come back, it's gonna be like 600 ADA or 1,000, and I'm gonna be really kicking
Yeah.
myself. So it's like obviously, like they have people behind this one. So
And I like to buy the ones that even if the price goes down a lot, like I still like the look of it and stuff. And it has potential going forward. So the staking isn't live yet. I think that once it does go live, people will probably want to buy into it a little more. And the people that have them are going to stake theirs and they're not going to be available to sell. So that'll kind of create less supply.
buying pressure.
Yeah.
I
Which
love
is kind
it.
of
I
an
love to see it.
interesting thing.
Yeah, I think the floor is going to keep going up on this one, and you'll look back in a couple weeks and be like, "Holy shit, it's 1,000," or like, yeah, once staking goes live.
And then there's another one, Mike. I was also
on to our next universe.
Yeah. Another one I like is CryptoDino.
Oh no.
Yes. So these cute little guys, Mike, I know you love them. This is another game, play to earn game. But the cool thing about this is there's like a breeding mechanism built in. So if you have two of them, you can breed them and it creates a new NFT with like traits from both of the creatures, which is kind of cool. So I just wanted to show like the website. So this is the one I bought. Pretty rare, Mike. I like to get the rare ones now.
Damn, dude, you went for it. I was looking at those. Those are expensive.
Yeah. So I did the same thing with the CNFT tools. And I'm like, let me figure out.
This kid's becoming a little professional
I have
NFT
problems.
guy.
Yeah. So
you
go
need
to
two
the
of them,
website.
correct?
Yeah. You can also
So
buy
another question, sorry. Because
Yeah.
you're sucking me in here, Eric, you bastard. All right, so let's say you get like two rare ones. Does it make more rare ones, or what are the
I
or
believe
does it make it a regular one?
I believe it'll also have like the rare traits. But if you do like a rare one and a not so rare one, it might take some of the bad qualities from the not rare one. There's also these other ones that are part of this.
This is becoming like eugenics, which is terrifying.
Dino eugenics. There's these dino saviors that are like a lot cheaper. So you can use one of these to breed with
same guy,
one.
same developer.
Yeah. It's just a different it's like a related project,
Okay.
But these are like 70 ADA now. So if you breed one.
You only bought one?
Yeah. I blew my load on the rare one. You're not going to make it. So let's say 09968.
Oh, so it doesn't have to be a CryptoDino?
It could be a savior as well. Oh, it's up here.
So you can mix an alien with a dinosaur.
Dinalians. You're the ultimate kink for some people, I bet.
This goes against my religion.
And then also, if you have one of these guys, they're gonna airdrop you 500 Dino coins. I don't know what's up with the Dino coins. I haven't dug into them too much. But let's simulate if I were to breed these two. It would make this weird creature. And then if you try to claim it, it plays Rick Astley, which is pretty funny.
Wait, so is it all a joke?
Well, it's like it's not live yet, so if you try to claim it, it's like not happening.
Like, just kidding.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun.
Let's do this one. See what it would look like. And then once you breed them, you have to wait 7 days for the new NFT to hatch. I don't know why that is, but so you see it's got like the football from that one. It's not X-ray, which I would want it to be, but so that's interesting.
It's kind of like the hype skulls I got a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. But cooler.
Ouch.
No,
I play the fifth on that one.
But yeah, I just wanted to
guys check out CryptoDino.
CryptoDinos represent.
I'm not in, Eric. I'm not a believer.
I didn't convince you. That's okay. It's my thing. It's probably gonna.
Let me show you my thing.
All right, let's go with your thing now.
Yeah. So neither do I. Well, we're going on a journey together. This is Disco Solaris, and it is a story-driven 80s retrotopia on Cardano. These are the dudes. The floor is like 128, and dudettes. The floor was like 128 like 5 days ago, and it just keeps going up. But I don't know like how they're doing it. They're also doing like a whole thing like this dude's Calvin. He created a handle with I think the Goose of Crypto guy.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna go through this together. Discoin is their airdrop for having their NFT. A lot of these are similar, like the mechanisms, but when it's like we were using Mint Swap and like Sunday Swap, it's like we were kind of already doing this, right? But now it's like they're also making it interesting from like creating a game around it. So it's like I feel like this is kind of what the metaverse is about, right? Because like you're kind of losing yourself and being like, let me go into this storyline. Yeah. Where it's like this is where you're hanging out, right? You're on their Twitter, you're checking out tokenomics, you're staking, you're buying like these NFT assets. So like, all right.
You're joining their Discord and seeing what the community is like.
Yeah, if they're fucking cool, hop in, become part of it. Like it's just fun. Like and so Discoin is the community currency of Neo Miami. Disco was created by the members of Disco Solaris community to empower Disco Solaris NFT holders. With this coin, Disco Solaris NFT holders will be able to stake their coins, participate in governance through our DAO, and spend their Disco in the Neo Miami Entertainment District economy, which is part of their storyline, I'm assuming. Disco Coin is intended to holistically ensure the well-being of each and every Neo Miami citizen and to empower creators, builders, and artists of all kinds and types. This currency is designed to be the lifeblood or energy that connects us through community. The intention is to create the conditions necessary for true empowerment to emerge for each individual in Neo Miami and the community as a collective. So Charles Sacrifice, this is part of the storyline. On March 5th, 2022, Charles Disco Solaris NFT was purchased for 125,000 ADA. He will be divided up into, what is this, 5 trillion? I'm not good at numbers. Is it billion? Yes, 5 billion. 700
all the sevens.
Yeah, over 5 billion created each Disco coin. Each of the 5,777 Neo Miami citizens will receive 57,777 Disc coin in the Genesis airdrop. By both holding a Disco Solaris NFT and Discoin, you can earn staking rewards, vote on and submit treasury proposals. 1 Disco Solaris NFT equals 1 vote. You must have the minimum amount of Discoin per Disco Solaris NFT in the same wallet. Vote on and submit entertainment district fund proposals. Same mechanics. And then yeah, so then there's going to be an airdrop. Don't know when that's happening. And then they just kind of go through the tokenomics of it. They're doing staking. So there's going to be liquidity providers. I don't know if they're going to be working with like an exchange, like MinSwap or Sunday Swap. That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Right? Like to have all these teams working together to be like, yeah, we'll make your pools for you.
There's so many. It's insane.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, yeah, so look into this, guys.
So
if
is
you're
this a
interested.
metaverse or is this?
This is a metaverse
game, or both?
I don't know. I'm learning along with you. I like I said, this Calvin dude on Twitter. He's a badass. Follow him. I don't know. I think he's just a part of the community, or if he's like the head honcho on this. But he's got a lot of cool shit. I don't know if it's like a storyline you follow along. Yeah. I'm
interested.
Yeah, so check him out if you have more time. He's got a lot going on. I really like his writings. He wrote a blog. I don't know if he still writes it, but if he's involved in something like this, you kind of want to be a part of it because he's like a legit good actor in the Cardano space. Yeah. And that's the other thing about this stuff, like, right? Like, you don't want to get rugged.
I know, it's so easy to get to buy into these, and then you don't really know like these creators, like what they're gonna do long term. But I guess that's part of the risk, part of the fun, almost. Like
that's the gamble, scary. Right? Welcome to the party. It's kind of funny trying to like talk to regular people now about this shit, because it's like you tell people like you're into crypto and they're just like, oh, I don't know about that Bitcoin stuff. And it's like, if that's where you're at, like mentally, like wait till I tell you what the fuck I'm like. Try to tell people like about the tokenomics. Language. Exactly. It's like I can't even.
I don't have a conversation with you. It's like, I know they're just gonna think I'm like an insane person, and
yeah,
I'm just like, if you want to do it, you can do it, but I'm not gonna tell you to do it.
It's like you're gonna be here in 10 years, so it's like I can't really. And I like Satoshi Nakamoto said, like I don't really have time to explain it to you. Like if you don't get it, sorry. You know,
you'll have to get it eventually.
You'll get it eventually. It'll come to you, but by that time, I feel like all the good stuff is gonna be really expensive. So Eric, on to the next thing. Eric and I decided, like, since we're in this community, trying to figure things out, kind of be fun to like find like the next blue chip project, or I don't know what Eric has in store
up and
for
coming, us. Up and coming project.
But
I wouldn't say
up and coming projects. Up and coming, we'll use. Sorry, very sensitive people are about the word blue chip NFTs. So I found this one. They're called RetroHeads. It's the first CNFT project to create a data analytics tool exclusively for members of our community. And I just like the artwork, to be totally honest with you. I didn't go too deep with this one, Eric. I just like, let me look for something, because like there's a video game that's like this. I forgot what it's called.
Cuphead?
Something head. Cuphead, yes. So I was like, it is derivative of something else, but what isn't?
Yeah.
But it's still like different enough to like each of the characters like have a lot of like charisma and charm, and yeah, and it's like you kind of like, I am my retrohead is me. So it gives off those vibes. And they're cheap as hell. I didn't buy one yet.
They're cheap,
but I might buy one just to
throw some at and be like,
yeah, like find one you like, just hang out to it. Like at the end of the day, like if you're into art, I went to art school. it's just fun to, support these guys and be a part of the community.
Yeah.
So that
Can
was my
you
pick.
scroll up to the top and then click on their website,
Where's
the
that?
globe?
This guy?
Yeah. I just want to see if there's like a summary. 10,000 randomly generated NFTs in the Cardano blockchain. Our art is inspired by the 1930s classic cartoon animation style. All of our NFTs are 100% unique with over 150 traits that we hope you will all love.
And definitely not derivative of Cuphead.
We have no affiliation with Cuphead. We are all about utility. But what is the utility?
Analytics. Start development of our analytics platform. So who knows? I don't know where the
NFT
analytics is. Where's that?
Well, I was just putting two and two together, I guess.
But where are the analytics? Like, if that's live, that's pretty cool.
This seems like it just released or something, right?
Yeah, maybe it did. Maybe we just found something. March 29th.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago. I think I really like the artwork. Yeah.
So it's only been less than a month. It's been out. Maybe I might have to snag one, Eric. May have found something here. All right, so that was me. Check it out, guys. If you're into it, I'm not gonna rug you. I promise.
Pump our bags. Mike has like 100 retro heads in his wallet right now. All right. So I also did one.
Dino Saviors.
I'm pretty sure you're not gonna like this one.
That's always a good way to start a sentence.
Knitties, Mike. We're talking about Knitties. That just make you do a spit take with
yes. Yes, Knitties. Let me give me them Knitties.
These are Knitties, baby.
Let me see them Knitties, girl.
The itty bitty nitty committee.
Yes, Queen. Yes.
I like how they look. They seem like they're really well done. Like it looks like a real crocheted thing.
I must say,
knitted. Yeah, thought they were cool looking. They have like a bunch of different traits. They're kind of expensive, but not overly expensive yet.
Ooh, yeah.
So they've been out since January. They've gone through the ups and downs and seems all right. This one is a game as well. So this is their team. They've had season 1 and they're going to have season 2 at the end of this year. Let me see. There was a YouTube video of like them working on the game, which I thought was interesting.
So this is for season 2.
I think it has sound. Here's the Knitties, Mike. Now this seems like a cool game. You're walking up some ramps, and there's like.
So this is a game. I'm not mad at it. I mean, like obviously they haven't put the skins.
I don't know. This isn't much to go off of, but at least they're working on something. 3D models. Knitties right now, Mike, are total volume of 221,000 ADA. If you want to get in on it, you can. If you don't, I'm not going to hold it against you.
Wait, did you buy one?
I have not bought a Knitty yet.
Okay. Gotta be transparent with the folks.
Yeah. I thought about it, but then I was like, I still have to buy that Claynation thing. And if I got a baked nation as well, that's
damn, I'm
more
salty.
ADA.
I forgot that you got that already.
Well, pretty good living I got going on here with
Can
my
you email me your
nation
seed
block.
phrase when you get a chance?
So you can help me unlock my
I'll give
wallet.
you a hand. I can't believe you got one. Like, what are the odds?
I think there's like a 10% chance that you would get one. I'm pretty
At
excited.
least one of us got one.
Yeah.
I'll just have to buy one for
and we got to see it on the
$1,000
show.
Watch. What do you think the floor price is going to be?
At least 1,000.
Yeah,
I'm thinking.
I never know how to feel about that. Like, if I should go like all in at first, or just like hopefully wait, like if the price drops on it, you know? Because
Yeah.
like I feel like in the NFT community, like the way I've been watching the price history on stuff, like it seems like if you wait after like a big event, it usually tends to drop. Like I bought that Claynation at 3,000,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's like less than that, like the floor. And it's like, well, maybe if I should have waited. And it cracks me up when you see people buy it and then they sell it for less. It's like, why are we doing this?
I know. It's
like what are we here for?
Like the SplitWorld. It went for like 88. The mint was like 88 or something. And then the next day, people were selling it for like 60.
40. Like, yeah, it's insane.
How bad do you need the money that you're like, I gotta sell this?
Like, do you know how this
don't
works?
Even buy it then.
Like, right. It's like,
I guess they were thinking it was gonna like instantly moon, but you gotta be at least willing to hold
for at least a week, for Christ's sake. It's like people's like perception of time is like so short, and it's like, God bless them, you know what I mean? Like, I'll take your cheap shit. Like,
yeah,
you don't understand how this works. Like it's only gonna get more expensive from here, everything. Like,
yeah,
give it maybe a year, 2 years. But
I think it's tricky, like you were saying, right after it mints and there's only the secondary market, because then the price just pumps and you don't know if it's just gonna like go back to the mint price and you just like way overpaid for it, or it's just gonna keep going higher. But I think with the Claynation community, like they're just such a big community, they're gonna spend money on that stuff. Like they're
obsessed.
Flip.
They're obsessed. There's like multiple people with like a bunch of them too, so it's like blows my mind.
Yeah, it's a good community.
It is. No, it's awesome. I mean, that's kind of what you want to look for
am
too.
My clay, my clay is me. Right.
I'd rather buy into an expensive community than the shittier ones.
Well, it's like you either buy into one that's already like stood the test of time, or you're trying to like see into the future and know what the next big community is going to be. Chances are it's not going to end up being
the smaller fish,
a blue chip. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, it's weird. Like, this is like the metaverse, right? It's just like the connections to the real world are starting to like weird me out, because it's like, just the way I said that, I was like talking about like houses, right? Like when you're trying to pick a place to live, you're looking for a good community of like good people and, you know, social people. And like obviously a nicer neighborhood's going to cost more, but there's a foundation there. They're probably going to have fiber internet. You're going to have good plumbing. There's going to be less crime. You know, it's like, so like now you're looking at these NFT communities. It's like you kind of want to go where like the money's at. I mean, it's kind of fucked up to say, but it's like true.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that weird? Is that a terrible analogy? Am I way off on this?
No, I think it makes sense. I think when they cost more, it's like there's more validity to it. Like,
they're not going anywhere, right? It's like,
yeah.
there's some fanatics.
And it's like they're making so much money off of this successful project. Like, they're not just going to rug it. It's like it wouldn't even be worth it. But like the smaller projects, it's worth it to rug because they're like, I don't care about
The people.
Yeah. And then, but yeah.
But the other thing too is the burnout is real too. Like, you see some of these people, like they're iterating on such a fast pace that like some of them need to take breaks. And like when it's one person or two people, it's a lot harder to take a break. When it's like when you got like 6 to 12 people on a team, and it's like, all right, guys, you got to carry the baton for a while. Like I gotta turn it off for a little bit. I mean,
That's
even
why.
as like somebody who is just a consumer of these things, it's like it's becoming very intense. Like the amount of information and data that you have to understand and research and like keep up with, and
then live your normal life on top of
right,
that.
and then have
Yeah, sometimes it's
relationships.
like overwhelming. You're just like, man, there's so much news today. Like, I don't even know what's going on. I can't
Yeah.
like focus on it right now, but it's exciting. And I think that's why like we got more into this lane, just because there's more, they've been around for a little bit longer and they've had more time to develop, as opposed to like the dexes, they're still like in their infancy and we're still waiting on more to come out. So it's fun to play around in this area right now.
Yeah.
And I think that's also like what's going to bring people in, new people in at this point. Like, it's kind of the fun, cool thing, like that will like,
You don't have to understand economics to do
yeah.
NFTs. But by being in the NFT world, you start to understand economics.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, because people have to all of a sudden learn about Yummi Universe staking, right? And so, because it's underlying the Cardano ecosystem, you learn about Cardano's staking and the epochs. And then all of a sudden, like, it's like, oh, I get it. Like, now let me try, I've been
Yeah.
seeing a lot of NFT like people start to like be like, oh, let me try this Dex stuff. Like, is this worth it? You start seeing them ask questions, and now they're a part of that community too. So it's like, it's a beautiful bridge to bring people on, I think personally. And yeah, I was hating on it for so long,
Me
and
too.
like just playing with it the last couple of weeks, I'm like,
Yeah.
I get it. Like,
It's good.
it's
It's like,
weird,
it's not
man.
that different
It's
from
not.
what we
It's really not.
normally.
You know
I
what it is?
just
It
started
feels
thinking,
like less um legitimate, right? Because it's all
yeah.
cartoon characters and stuff. So it's like, this is kid shit. Like, but then you start to like see their tokenomics, their staking. It's like, oh no, they understand the technicals more than anybody. But they've
Yeah.
also added this layer of like art and like fun to it. So it's like, this shit will take off before anything else does. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I don't know. I could be
And it
way off. We could be wrong, and that's cool too. I
probably,
don't give a shit. You know?
I just started thinking of it as like the NFTs are like, I mean, they are tokens, but it's like, imagine one of these tokens and their max supply was like 10,000. The price would be insane because there's only 10,000, and that's how a lot of these are. So, I mean,
That's
that's
a
what gives
great
it
point. I
value,
didn't even think about that.
Mm.
I honestly didn't think about that. And if they create like all this utility off of that one token, yeah, people are gonna fight over it. I guess that's why like we just need to get more people on the platform.
Yeah. And once there's an actual game or something, like, then it it becomes more real and more people are gonna be jumping on board like with the Axie Infinity thing. Like, I mean, people went crazy for that. So if one of these games ends up actually being built and being fun, that'll bring a lot more people too.
Yeah.
But
I'm excited for what's in
yeah,
store with these projects. And I like that like every team has like a different perspective and tokenomics on it. So like you're iterating on such a fast pace because there's so many teams competing for the same community of NFT people. So it's like, well, our tokenomics have this. And like, well, if yours has that, then ours has that, but this, right?
yeah,
And like you might not be a part of the community that wins, but like there will be one that like does it, like because you have like 125 different NFT teams competing, right? And they're making a project so addictive and sick and fun to play with that they're gonna win. They're gonna succeed at getting people in and
yeah,
creating success, you know. And like by being in the community, like you'll probably win too eventually because you're gonna see it before anybody else does. Like, you
yeah. And
know,
you'll start to see like which projects do the best, and you'll start investing in ones that seem like they have a lot of potential.
yeah.
Trying to find on DeFi Llama if Cardano is like how it's doing, you know. Oh, here we go. So this is the daily volume. It's kind of
Oh, this is NFTs. This is awesome.
yeah, there's an NFT button over here. So it's
And this
actually
is
like
why
going
I
down.
will be here forever, folks, because I'm addicted to numbers and statistics and all these analytics is just so fun. It's like it's literally the same shit where it's like the higher these numbers go, like obviously there's more people interested and
Yeah.
you can kind of like TA it out, right? And be like, well, obviously it's going up. Like if you look at like
Mm-hmm.
the median line, it's just like over time, it's like people
It's
are becoming more and
trending.
more interested.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you have your peaks and valleys, but like if you go through the middle of it, obviously it's just going up,
Yeah,
you know?
that's true. I mean, it's happening pretty fast. I wonder what happened on February 2nd. Must have been something launched. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty cool, Mike. Um Never thought I'd be an NFT junkie, but
Here we are.
I'm liking it. It's fun. But
And
is there
let us know
anything else
your
you have?
NFTs you guys got in the YouTube section comments.
Yes. And share our video if you like it, and like our video if you like it.
Yeah. Like, subscribe, tell your friends about us.
Comment if there's stuff you guys want us to talk about. We've listened to comments in the past.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's all we have for this week, Mike.
Thanks for listening,
If you
guys.
guys
We'll be
don't
back
like
with you.
NFTs, I'm sorry.
This must have been torture for you if you don't like it, if you don't like NFTs, but we were also there too, so just be open-minded. Um, you never know what you're going to get into. So we'll catch you guys next week.